Good morning, class 11. Today we will continue with this individual aim of education. Last day we have briefly discussed what are the three different aims of education, that is individualistic, socialist and nationalistic aim. Today we will start with individual aim of education. Now see, uh, what is individual aim? Individual aim is all about the development of the individuality, the power and potentials which by birth the child has got, to explore them, to improve the individual one by its physical, social, aesthetic, emotional, all round development. So the development which is connected directly with the individual is called individualistic aim of education. As I have told you in the previous class that there are three different concepts of aim. One is individualistic, one is socialistic, and another one is naturalistic or nationalistic, sorry. So individualistic, the supporter, those who support the individualistic aim of education, they are telling that education is exclusively and only for the individual development and it is not for the society, because individual on the individual it depends how the society will be, or what are the, see, individual we know in our own Bengali people, if we consider Rabindranath, Vidyasagar, Vivekananda, all are great educators. Now the supporter, those who support individualistic aim of education, they are telling that an individual aim is for exclusively individual, because the person who will learn or who will be educated know himself or herself that what he will learn and how he will develop his individuality, and the society is becoming prospered due to the individual development. They are not the supporter of the society or the influence of the society. Individualistic supporter of individualistic education, they are telling that exclusively individual and its exploration of the individual capacity is important, and due to the individual development and due to the individual development of upgradation, the society is upgrading itself. So if we discuss the definition of Sir Persinan, education should give scope to develop the inborn potentials through maximum freedom. So individual is also individualistic thinkers, they are telling that in individual case, in individual aspect, maximum freedom will be received by the students, because there will be no influence of the society. So education should give scope to develop the inborn potentialities. Inborn potentialities, so many times I have explained that individual capacity means the capacity which by birth the child has got, some speaking power, some drawing capacity, some mathematical, some different sort of brain. Okay, so whatever inborn potentials or inborn capacities are within, through maximum freedom, the individual will learn, and that is only education. It is not about the society. So the individualistic supporter are simply denying the influence of the society or the environment. Now, many definitions you will get in the book. One or two, if what is individual aim of education, 2 marks will come. One or two definition is sufficient. Uh, Next is the characteristics of individualistic aim of education. From these characteristics, you can explain or you can write that why do the individualist or individual aim supporters are supporting the individual aim of education. What is the reason? What are the justifications behind supporting the individualistic aim of education? So the characteristics are: number one, realization of potentials. As we know that all individual is with some hidden capacities inside. So only individual aim, the supporter are telling that only individual aim of education can help them in realization of their own capacities. So individual, if you practice so many things, and in between them some good capacities you find out by yourself, and the individual supporter are telling that there are no influence of the outsiders or the environment, and so realization of the potentials is the first characteristics of so that individual education will help them to develop their individuality and the capacities. Number two, to avoid the bad influence of the society. Now see, sometimes it is our fate that the place where we are staying, the environment is not good. So though you think of something else or you think differently, but the society is not allowing you to do that, because the influence of the society is not good. You are trying, suppose a simple example I can give that you are trying hard to study, you are trying hard to learn your paragraph, but just outside your house there's a huge music box is going on. You cannot say anything because you know that or some people quarrel, some people they are fighting among themselves. So you cannot avoid the influence of the society, but just to avoid that particular influence, the individualistic supporters are telling that individual aim is important, just to deny the influence of the society or just to deny the influence of the environment where you are living or staying. Number three, centered around educate. So that is a very important. Now we know that it is a child centric education. Now the system of education is child centric education. Why it is telling child centric? Because child is at the center of the entire education system, and the learning, see, when you are coming to class 11, you are getting many options. It is not mandatory to take education even, isn't it? You have options, you can take other subjects. It is not mandatory to take any other particular subjects like science or commerce. You have your own option to take it, isn't it? So the entire education system depends on the individual education. That is why the supporter of the individualistic aim of education are telling that as the present educational system is child centric, so the aim should be only dependent on the individual, and that is why it is centered around the educand. Last point, it helps in gradual development. See, learning, as I have told you earlier, that learning is dependent 100% on the individual. I am teaching the same in my class, but my teacher is teaching all of my friends together, but what I am receiving is different from the other one, what another one is receiving is different from me, isn't it? So each and every individual what is learning, what is developing. Suppose you are opening one chapter and the chapter is having 12 pages. You can may learn 6 pages in a day, but another one friend can learn 4 pages. So learning and receiving education and receiving good way is 100% good way of thought is 100% individualistic. So what you are learning, how you are learning, it depends on the individual one. So it helps in gradual development. That is why the educational system should not run according to the pace of the society. It should run according to the individual, according to the capacity of the individual. If you cannot prepare one chapter within 2 or 3 days, you have to take 4 or 5 days, isn't it? But some can do it in 2 days. There's no fault in it. You are paying your full attention. The students who is by hearting the chapter within 2 days is also putting its devotion, but the outcome is different and it is individualistic. So it helps, as education helps in gradual development, and it depends on 100% individual. That is why the supporter are telling that education, aim of education should be individualistic. Now there are some demerits of individual education that we will discuss in the next class. Still now, thank you.